that happened. Fuck. Anyway.
Yes.
Sorry, I just feel like I've been droning on, and I don't want to fucking do that. You all right?
I'm great.
Okay.
We're all on low sleep.
Yeah.
Like I said before, you guys have good reasons. I have no reasons. I went to bed and laid there staring at the ceiling for like 4 hours.
Yeah, sorry. No, it's just I'm
on no sleep.
I made a lot of notes of all the things that happened this weekend and was like,
Hey,
okay,
man.
let me get through these, and then I was like,
No, I'm not.
okay, I really like I'm
not
talking and I'm
asleep.
talking and I'm talking.
Listen.
So
I'm not falling asleep because you're boring. I'd tell you if you were boring. I would.
I know. I feel like I'm like
I'm falling asleep because
Bogarting.
I'm going to be talking in a minute and I'm going to be falling asleep during that. So don't you worry.
all right. Well then, hey, look, yeah, Negan's here, everyone. Negan's in fucking Tekken.
No, that's news. That's new. So I wasn't watching the Tekken Grand Finals, but what I was doing was playing Monster Hunter on the PC. Thanks, Capcom, which is great, by the way. 60 FPS really changes that game. A lot of weapons feel better. And I'm hanging out with Discord with some pals, right? And I just start to hear just like angry screaming. Just, no! What? And they go, what? And like, you're not watching this? I'm like, no, I was going to check out DBZ. And they're like, so they send me the no spoiler link. And they're like, dude, it's so bad. It's the worst ever. It's the worst it's ever been. And I'm like getting excited. I'm like, oh yeah, I love dumb shit. I love it. Dumb shit's my favorite. And then it's Negan from The Walking Dead. And they go, what? No! Oh! That's so stupid! And bad!
So, fortunately, because we were all sitting together, it was Matt and me and Timo and Max and Kenny and all those guys were all in the same area. So you can definitely go check out Max's reaction video or Kenny's reaction video to see what I thought about that as it popped up. But
which is why,
like, it's so like afterwards I was talking like with Max about it a little more, and it's one of those like, this is such a wild holy shit pick, right? Now guess what? You know what else is a wild holy shit pick? Fucking Noctis and Gone the Dinosaur.
you know what's different about those things?
Yes, I do.
Well, what is different about those things?
The difference is that one, those are, well, no, Gone wasn't a video game. But I think the thing with the Walking Dead thing, right? Like, because there's definitely the overwhelming amount of people going, what the fuck is Tekken doing? And then there's some people coming in and going like, I don't see the problem. It's fine. What's the big deal?
Negan's cool.
Right? And it's like, yes, it's a guy with a bat from a thing. And yes, sure.
He is a charismatic character on that show, for sure.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far. I dropped it.
I know his.
That,
I know his comic counterpart.
Yeah.
And then I after this, I checked out a bunch of clips, and the actor is super carrying the scenes that he's in.
Yeah.
Like the actor's really good.
And I mean, it's definitely one of those things where when his moments happen, it's like a red wedding type thing where it's like, even if you're not watching the show, you're pretty much hearing about it anyway. So, that much is understood for sure. But the thing that's weird about Negan is that it's the first pick after like Akuma shows up, and it's like there's the storied legacy between Street Fighter and Tekken.
As these guest characters get added, more and more story was at the start, like tons of story with Akuma, and then it got less and less and less as the characters became further and further away from fighting games.
And Akuma's wrapped into the plot, right?
Akuma's important.
And it's so it feels like a guest that has had a place at the table set for him. Mm-hmm. And
which means that all guests have been there all along.
And Geese, you're
Geese
like
at least
representing the world you're coming from.
But he acknowledges the Mishimas, and he's like, "Oh, Hiyachi Mishima, you're nothing."
Also,
so
but with Geese Howard, when he sees Akuma, he's like, "Sup."
But it's also like, it's like while Akuma and Mishima and fucking Heihachi were staring at each other, if the camera panned over a little bit, Geese would have been the other one there, or Bison.
No,
you know what
Negan.
I mean? Like. So, and then
Negan?
and then Noctis
Negan,
and then Noctis shows up, and you're like, oh, okay, whoa, it's all up in the air now.
Listen,
right?
Final Fantasy and Portals,
anything is possible. That pick just goes straight up like, all right, we got the Smash Brothers characters coming out.
But with Noctis, you go, well, anything can happen, but you're still in the realm of video games or characters that fight.
Yeah.
Negan can fight for sure. But
And Cole from Cross Tekken was always the weirdest one to me.
yeah,
But
forgot
but
about
Cole
that.
was still a video game, right? So you reach into the real world, you grab Negan, and I go, why and where and how is this at all related? And the answer is it's not, right? But what it taps into, and when I thought about it a little bit more, was that it feels less like a guest character pick and more like a cross-promotion pick.
It is a cross-promotion pick.
And that's where you start to feel a little less,
So let me.
you know, you feel like you're just, you're promoting the thing. Like Thanos shows up in Fortnite. Yeah. It's not because, oh my God, the backstory between Fortnite and Thanos and Marvel has been building for so long.
Let me answer that question. The difference between Gone, the difference between Akuma and Noctis and all that shit is that they were all in things that were popular when those crossovers happened. Final Fantasy 15 is popular. Fatal Fury is popular. Street Fighter is popular. Walking Dead has been terrible since episode 3 and is bombing in its own ratings.
Well, like,
and they're doing all sorts of weird publicity shit to try and get the ratings back up, including this.
I don't watch Walking Dead, but like still millions and millions of people watch it. But yeah, its ratings have been
they've tanked in the past because it's bad.
Yeah,
and it's been bad for years.
I stuck around till the end of season 2 before I tapped out.
Yeah, me too. Guess what? That was a great time to tap out, wasn't it?
And they are promoting heavy. I've seen that mobile game getting advertised like crazy on everything.
And then there's like that other Walking Dead game coming out, Overkill's Walking Dead or whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the difference is that this is an admittedly cool character, but he is in a thing that sucks.
So there's 2 points. When I was talking to Max about this, he's like, "Why wasn't this fucking announced at Comic-Con?"
So first of all, I said that to Max, and then he went, "Oh fuck." Because literally, that's the weirdest part about this and that thing, and that was
completely agree.
And that was going.
Because the crowd probably would have been much more receptive.
Absolutely.
So yeah, my final bullet point on the story is literally just after all is said and done, the weirdest thing about it, even all this being, is that the wave hit everybody the wave of confusion that hit everyone was not the pop they were looking for.
No, because it's not for that audience.
And they were and last year they got really high on the reveal of Geese because that was fucking fire.
It's about as high as it could get.
Because that for an Evo crowd, that's exactly what people there want to see.
And the Noctis pop when that happened, I forget where it was, but it wasn't the Geese, right? But it was like, what?
So
like
it was
good what?
It was positive.
It was like, huh? What? That's crazy.
So not only does this make no sense at the Evo crowd, it's like Comic-Con had Tekken there,
and it was not long ago,
and probably Walking Dead shit. Also,
it was there. Like that's the crowd and the room that blows up for this announcement.
What I don't get for cross promotion sometimes, I'm like, this actually benefits like very few people because what is your thought process? Who watches Walking Dead? Your mom, your dad, your older sister,
people that don't know any better.
So when I got to start playing Tekken.
Maybe.
Like, it doesn't result in anything, but I can see Final Fantasy people being like, I'll give that a go. And Tekken, I love Noctis. And
yeah, you know what? Because those people play video games.
Because exactly.
It's completely outside the realm.
I had said if you needed to do a weird Walking Dead thing, do you know what would have actually gotten a confused but still positive reception? Is if Clementine was announced to be in Tekken.
But the move list would have been some weird shit because it's like the man with bat at least has bat. You know,
multiple characters that would have been better picks, but AMC wouldn't have been happy with them.
Yeah, Daryl with his arrows.
Daryl would have been obvious, but fuck that. Michonne has katanas.
Yeah.
That's a fighting game character.
Yeah, but that's all. So
but
watch,
she's not a leading.
Shut up. Watch. Master Raven get a Michonne outfit.
Watch it. You're right.
It's possible.
But you know who would have been a great character from The Walking Dead who's in video games? Kenny. Kenny in Tekken.
I would have
with boat moves.
Shit, fuck, man.
And it's punished Kenny.
So instead of little pig, you'd hear
my family. I can't believe you, Heihachi. You abandoned your family.
The boat. No.
Yeah, no, his
People
fucking-
would have gone crazy.
His fucking intro to a match is that he drives in on a boat and just gets off.
And he's shaded the same way.
Yeah.
Unlike everybody else.
Yeah.
Because fucking Walking Dead, the final season is coming out for games. That would have been 1,000 times better.
There's a lot of ways this could have been better.
And you were telling me that they hyped it up really hard leading up to the reveal.
They sure did. God, what was I going to say too? Go ahead.
So all joking aside, it's a weird pick, but that's not why people are mad. The reason why people are mad is because Kiryu was the #1 voted character
right. That's what I was
in
gonna say.
all regions. And Sega sent, oh yeah, totally, we'd love for Kiryu to be in Tekken.
Okay.
And if not Kiryu, then Majima. And Majima has a whole fucking history of fighting with a fucking baseball bat.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
it's already there.
So the Yakuza thing, right, has to be put down where it's like, it's such a perfect fit and everyone knows it and that's why they all want it. And I think it's amazing. It would be fucking...
Sega's down
He
for it.
looks so... right? Like the screenshot happened and everyone went, oh yeah, on that edit, right?
Yeah.
Someone wrote it on Twitter, and it's super true. What if Harada just doesn't give a shit about Yakuza?
That's probably the only reason.
What if
It has
he's
to be
just not a
Namco.
fan?
It has to be Namco just not wanting to advertise.
You know
this
what?
thing right now.
There's nothing else to say to that. If he's like, nah, I don't care. That's the end of the discussion.
No, there is something to say to that. Is that you're making the game for me, not for you.
He's not. That's not why he's making it.
I don't know. He is making the game for me, not for himself.
He is, though.
No. Then he should not get paid ever
But he
again
is, and it's working.
and been thrown in a pit.
I understand where you're going with that as a consumer philosophically, but that's not what's actually happening. What's actually happening is he's making the game for him, and he's making money on it.
Years ago,
so no.
People complain about Lucky Chloe because this is not a character I want to see in Tekken.
Yes, they
and
did.
he goes, "Fuck you." That's
I'm gonna
Harada.
double. I'm gonna double up on Lucky Chloe and ruin Lee Chao Long forever by associating him with her.
Yeah.
If he was making the game for you, Pat, he wouldn't tell you not to ask him for shit and wear it proudly on his shirt.
Yeah.
I didn't ask.
He wouldn't tell you to shut up and eat the delicious pizza
But
if he was making it for you. He's not. But he's doing it anyway.
you know where I could totally be like, yeah, as if Kojima was like, yeah, Walking Dead guys in my shit, or the actors or whatever, because he loves TV, American TV and movies and whatever.
Yeah.
Never saw Spawning Bound. But Harada has no prior association with any of this stuff. I don't know if he's tweeted and has talked about Walking Dead before, but like
To
you
my
guys
knowledge,
have
he's
said,
not super active on Twitter at all.
Yeah. But like you guys said, I think this is purely like
Yeah, it's cross promotion.
cross promotion.
It's free money for Namco.
And that's the thing. You don't want guest characters, or not. You don't like. It's less exciting when a guest character is just there to
Darth
promote
Vader and Yoda.
Yes, and then not when it's like,
And Starkiller.
and not when you want guest characters
Yeah,
that fit the
yeah.
thing, that feel good, that make sense, and you can cross promote. But here's the thing, right?
You know what's
the best version of this is so far of this generation. It was The Witcher, because you're cross promoting, but the game's already out. But also the fit works,
and people really like that character.
And so no one's looking at this going like, "Oh man, what?" It's like, no, like, yeah, it all adds up.
Except for Starkiller being Soul Calibur, like Soul Calibur's done it pretty well. I mean, some of the anime manga characters were like, "What? Why?"
Don't forget the Shezarah Hazard.